Good day everyone! Today we'll talk about the service blueprint, physical evidence, and the servicescapes. So what is service blueprinting? It is a diagram and representation that visually displays a company's service system to understand it easily. Then the service mapping is a tool for simultaneously depicting the service process, the points of customer contact, and the service evidence from the customer's perspective. Next, there are service blueprint components. First is physical evidence, which customers come in contact with, like the physical store, website, emails, etc. Second, customer actions are what the customers do during the service experience, like visiting the store, asking queries, and placing an order. It will create the line of interaction between the customer actions. And the third component, on-stage contact employee actions, which is what customers see and interact with, like employees' welcoming greetings. Then it will create the line of visibility between on-stage contact employee actions and the fourth component, which is backstage contact employee actions. These are what customers don't see but make the service possible. Then the line of internal interaction between the backstage contact employee actions and the last component, support processes, which are the additional activities that assist the employees in providing the service.
Service blueprints are diagrams that visualize organizational processes in order to optimize the way business delivers a user experience. These are the effective steps on building service blueprint. The first one is find support. First, pull together a cross-disciplinary team that has a responsibility for a portion of the service and establish stakeholder support for the blueprinting initiative. The second one is define the goal. Choose a scope and focus. Identify one scenario and its corresponding customer. Decide how granular the blueprint will be, as well as which direct business goal it will address. The third one is gather research. Gather research from customers, employees, and stakeholders using a variety of methods. Number 4 is map the blueprint. Use this research to fill in a low-fidelity blueprint. Fill out the baseline of customer actions. Fill in front stage, backstage, and support processes. The last one is refine and distribute. The blueprint itself is simply a tool that will help you communicate your understanding of the internal organization processes in an engaging way. At this point, you need to create a visual narrative that will convey the journey and its critical moments, pain points, and redundancies.
Service blueprint diagrams, according to Lynn Shostak of the Harvard Business Review, clearly map out the processes in a service process, making it easier to create a new one or record and enhance an existing one. The primary components of the service being mapped out are usually divided into 5 categories in service blueprint. First is physical evidence, wherein customers and even employees come in contact with. Second is the customer action. It is what customers do during the service experience. On-stage contact is what customers see and who they interact with. Next is the backstage contact, wherein employees' actions are invisible to the customers, but that's what makes the service possible. Lastly is the support process, internal or additional tasks that aid in the delivery of the service by the personnel.
The application of service blueprints. First is new service development. It is the process of developing a new service, which involves concept development and market testing. Next is supporting a zero defects culture, or refers to a state where defects are reduced. It includes managing reliability and identifying empowerment issues. And lastly, service recovery strategies. It is the act of getting in touch with the customers to address their negative experience. It is done through identifying service issues, conducting root cause analysis, and modifying processes. Moving on, blueprints can be used by service marketers when it comes to creating realistic expectations like service system design and promotion. It can also be used by human resources for empowering human elements such as job descriptions, selection criteria, and appraisal system. Third is by operations management, particularly for rendering the service as promised, like managing fail points, training system, and quality control. And last is system technology, by providing necessary tools for system specifications and personnel reference databases.
The benefits of blueprinting are: first, clarifies the element of the service. It allows in-depth understanding of the matter at hand. Second, shows the sequence of delivery. This gives a concrete and clear direction. Third, separate on-stage from backstage. It regards the difference between customer contact from support component. Fourth, identifies likely fail points. Blueprinting is a way to distinguish flaws immediately. Fifth, identifies capacity bottlenecks. Blueprinting also identifies congestions. And lastly, allows the management of the whole rather than the pieces. This means that blueprinting allows to see the big picture. Physical evidence is the environment in which the service is delivered and where the firm and the customer interact, and any tangible commodities that facilitate performance and communication of the service. It means that it is where the business and target audience meet in terms of communication and service delivery.
Elements of physical evidence. There are two, the Servicescape and other tangibles. Under the Servicescape, there are facility exterior design, signage, parking, landscape, surrounding environment, facility interior design, equipment, layout, air quality, temperature, sound, music, scent, typing. For other tangibles, there are business card, stationery, building statements, reports, employee dress, uniforms, brochure, webpage, virtual Servicescape.
And now for the types of Servicescape, we have Servicescape usage and complexity of the Servicescape. Under Servicescape usage, first we have self-service. A customer performs most of the activities. Next, interpersonal services. Both customers and employee must be present in the Servicescape. Last, remote services. An employee only, little or no customer involvement with the Servicescape. And for the complexity of the Servicescape, we have elaborate and lean. First, elaborate Servicescape. Designing this type of Servicescape requires teams that are skilled in their work and are fully aware of the corporate vision and desired outcome. The elaborate includes multiple spaces, elements, and interactions between employee and customers. Some examples are restaurant, gyms, swimming pools, bar, ocean liners, and international hotels. Next, lean Servicescape. Designing this type of environment is straightforward and includes fewer interactions, elements, and spaces between employees and customers. Some examples are fast food outlets, vending machines, and kiosks.
Use of the Servicescape. First is package. Product packages are one of its primary examples where you can easily know about the raw product by viewing and reading the matter. It acts as a visual metaphor for building a specific image. Second is facilitator. Servicescape acts as facilitator to help people in their surroundings. A well-designed place creates a pleasurable ambience that relates to peace and harmony, whereas an inefficient design can cause frustration and pessimistic attitude in the minds of both employees and customers. Third is socializer. It helps to depict unexpected behavior and rules like an employee can understand his position in a team. Lastly is differentiator. Servicescape acts a differentiator by separating designs of a company from its competitor. It helps a reposition in a company and attract new segments.
Guidelines for physical evidence strategy. First, recognize the strategic impact of physical evidence. An evidence strategy should be in sync with the organization's mission and goals to be effective. Many evidence-based decisions are long-term and expensive. Therefore, they must be implemented effectively. Secondly, map the physical evidence of service. A service map virtually depicts the service by portraying the process of service delivery, points of customer interaction, customer responsibilities, and visible parts of the service all at the same time. Thirdly, clarify the rules of Servicescape. Specifying the functions of the Servicescape in a specific context will assist in discovering opportunities and determining who should be engaged in facility design decisions. The fourth one is to assess and identify the physical evidence opportunities. The physical evidence should provide information about the service offered. The next one is to be prepared to update and modernize the evidence. Physical evidence has to be updated and changed regularly. Lastly, to work cross-functionally.